Hey guys, and welcome back. So this is going to be Season 7, Episode 5. So we had some questions from Jen on YouTube. She's asking if how to get carbs in winter if your crops all die on the outside or inside of your house because the heating issues are still kind of hit or miss. Sometimes your walls aren't technically there, even though they're there, and your plants will still die, or they're not close enough to a heat source, so then they die, or the heat source goes out, then they die. Flash freeze might even kill them if it's not enough heat. So the question is how to get carbs in the wintertime. So if you're just running around and you got your stuff still turned on, you can still find plants growing in the wild. They don't grow as much. So that was a potato plant. And they're hard to see, of course, still. I wanted to say I saw something over here while I was cutting trees. Yeah, there we go. So like right here, the melon plant. So until you get the greenhouse, your best bet in the winter, if you're not growing crops inside or they keep dying, is just to run around and find them because they are still growing. If you can't find them and you're about to die and you just have to have them, we'll go over the cheat mode. Cheat mode being go to options, go to your video tab, foliage density, turn that to low, hit apply, hit OK, hit resume, and then just look around and you'll see plants and stuff everywhere, or run around and you'll find them. The only things that should show up like this are actual things that grow. So like here's some corn. Just if you're struggling on the first winter or two. I mean, you can always run around and do it the hard way with all the stuff turned on. Like, there's a reason I don't play on epic foliage. I just play on the medium. It's easier to see things. So besides that, that's how you get your carbs and stuff, to answer Jen's question. I did answer it on YouTube, and like I tell everybody else, if you have questions or anything, just leave a comment on the video on YouTube, and I will respond there. And probably include it in the next video, just in case you'd rather watch a video than read the comments, because I'm bad about if I ask a question on somebody else's videos or something, I'm bad about never getting back to it because I have so many other notifications. I miss it a lot. But yeah, so that's how you survive and get your carbs and stuff in the wintertime. As you see, we just got we've got potatoes, we've got corn, we've got melons, we've got cucumbers now, so we're good to go. But again, I don't like playing on the blandness. I like to play on medium. It just looks a lot better, and it's the way the game is meant to be played. I feel like Epic's a little too extreme. But besides that, we're just kind of building some stuff out right now. I need to get some more iron and all that, but we're just waiting for the winter to pass. Then we'll probably get this extractor done because we don't need but one more piece of copper for it. Well, actually, we might not get it done. I don't know if we have enough copper for that. Let's take a look. I think we used up all the copper, didn't we? Oh no, we've got one piece. Well then. Let's go and drop our seeds. Hopefully you've been saving all of your seeds. Once we get the greenhouses going, you're going to want to use those. But greenhouse is nice. It's just I don't see any rush to building it until after you get power, because you're going to want it to auto water your plants, and for it to auto water, you're going to have to build the water house and some other stuff, and for that you're going to need a bunch of power. Alright, so we still need another 16 iron ingots to finish this one. Then we'll put it out on iron. What we could do is, now that we've got a couple of copper pieces here, I'm actually waiting for a piece of coal. Once we get a piece of coal, then I'm going to put that into the coal heater. And then we'll move that out there and outside of this zone, and it'll start getting us iron fragments, iron ore, and rocks. So pretty much, and clay. So then it will just be ready to make a bunch of iron and stuff. But besides that, I've just been building out here. I know it's getting hard to see. But these are just foundations. You just start wherever you want to. It's not going to match up with the foundation that's above us. If you wanted to do that, the best thing to do is to start down here, then build up, and then smash the walls. And like I said, you always want to build from bottom up. You can't attach a wall to come down. So if we try putting like a wall piece here, like you see, it'll like attach towards the tops and stuff, but it will not snap to the bottom down here. So there's nothing you can do with that. But I'm putting foundation down here just because it's cleaner. I don't want to see all the grass and dirt. But you do need to leave dirt if you want to put a campfire here. If you want your extractors to be here, they need to be on completely exposed dirt. So what I'll probably do with those is just leave like a strip of dirt, like right here, and just put 6 of these for copper and everything else. And we are being attacked by something. Where are you at? Sounds like you're destroying my traps. Oh, I see you, I think. Okay. Destroying that one spot was not good enough for you, was it, Mr. Wolf? Just has to wreck everything. You can't have anything nice around here. So we're gonna put this out here to start drying. Let that deer just go do whatever he wants. We could try to snipe him, but it's kind of dark, hard to see. And we just lost an arrow. He will. So the deer. That's a good point. While we're right here. So if we follow him for a minute and just let him sit, he'll eventually bleed to death. Hopefully, he doesn't fall through the ice when he does. Give me my arrow back, son. But see, just from the arrow being in him, he bled to death and died. So we'll just go ahead and harvest that, and hopefully we can get the arrow back if it's floating in the air right here somewhere. There we go. But yeah, so if you hit a deer or any other animal, I don't know if it works on bears. Maybe it does. They just have a ton of hit points. But I know on deer, they bleed out eventually. So you don't need to hit them but once. I wouldn't waste multiple arrows on them in case they get away. But they are a great source of meat, which meat's always good. We like to have meat on hand. There's 4 fresh pieces. We'll get that to drying on out. Surviving in winter 101. I mean, we're thirsty. Let's see. So we'll go ahead and get full on some other stuff before that. We'll eat some of these dry goods. Get our vitamins and our fats back up. Eat that for energy. How are we doing? These have got an hour 48 left on them. There's plenty of time left on those. We've got some water. We'll just drink it. And I do believe we just finished making some snow not long ago. We'll grab some of that. Should have gone ahead and eaten some proteins, but we'll just wait now. And besides that, guys, we're just slowly but surely getting our house put together. Probably do some cleanup around here, get some stuff organized and looking nice. Because as soon as winter's done, we're going to go straight to raiding villages. Which we're not going to do that in this episode. That's going to be episode 6. I'll try to get it out tomorrow. And right now we're just doing menial tasks to kill time until, like I said, winter passes. Because winter will kill us. Let's see. Let's do some inside walls. Let's build us like a little bedroom here. It's not too. See, yeah, we'll put that right there. Kind of wish I'd build this a little bit bigger. Let's see, we'll put one of those there. And do that. So now we'll have us a nice little enclosed space here. Now, if these ceilings are bothering you, I wish I had another. I have one more torchlight down. Do we have any more fragments? Probably not. We go ahead and kick let's kick the forges on. Get some fragments to making. We need some stone anyways. And we'll throw that in there. Put our feathers over here. Do we got fat in there? No. I think everything else is in these crates. And we need 10 rocks. Yeah, let's do this. Be easier. Like I said, one row at a time. That's 10. So if you do one whole row, it's the easiest way to count. Then you don't have to actually sit here and count. And light these up. One day we'll have power and we'll get lights instead of doing little torches and lanterns. Alright, so once those get done, that'll give us some torches. So besides that, we need to get us some planks and some wood logs. So I'm going to go ahead and run down and do that. While I get those to making, we'll be back in a second. As you see, the blizzard's coming in, so that might be yeah, you see the temperature is now negative 41.2. So if you step outside, even with our clothes on, so as you see, we've got the winter coat and the snow pants made, we will start taking damage. It takes it a second, but you see how crazy it's getting out here? That's the like super cold damage. And this is why you need to have the house built, because otherwise you'll take about 60 points of damage before it passes. I must be close enough to the forges maybe. Normally I'd be freezing by now. Let's step down here and see. Yeah, see, now we're at negative 41.2. And we were freezing to death. So if we come up here and we walk over here by our forges, You see, if you watch the temperature, it's actually, let me disable my webcam for a second so I can show y'all. Let's see, webcam, where are you at? Let me see, I think it's this one and this one. Alright, so if you look in the top right, you'll see it says 23 degrees Celsius. So we're currently not dying. We actually can overheat since we're in our winter clothing if we stay too close over here. Now this is why some of y'all have crops dying during the winter. So if we walk over here, let me see, right here. So by this window it's negative 41 degrees. So we'll start taking freeze damage again. Because there's like a radius of effect. So like right here we're fine because we're at 23 degrees Celsius. But once we get a little bit closer to that window, so it's looking like the best way to do stuff like this is to take like a wall piece or something and you can count. So we're on this block right now. So we know that 1, 2, 3, and pretty much 4. We'll say 3 to 4 tiles. And your tile would be like one foundation piece, one floor piece. So 3 to 4 of those away. So like 3.5 probably is what it actually is. Away from the forges or your heat source, and you'll lose all heat. So if your plant bed was in this corner over here, they would die. Now if they were in the center of this room, like right here, they'd probably still be alive. If they're right next to the heat source, there's a chance they might die just from getting too hot. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I've never really tested growing stuff inside the building. Because I always have enough heat. If we light this up, the whole room will probably be fine though. But we still have yet to get a piece of coal, so can't turn it on just yet. But yeah, and that's all just related to the Jen's question on YouTube. Because she had inside plants and they died. So most likely what happened is they were sitting over here in a cold spot and they started taking freeze damage. So like I said, if you watch that temperature in the top right corner, like right now it's like bouncing between the two. So it's got to be, let me see, yeah, so that's like 4 tiles. So it's like 4, right at 4 tiles, and you'll start freezing. So hopefully that helps some people out if you're trying to do the inside gardens inside of a house until you get the greenhouse. I just don't like doing anything like that myself because I don't know why I'm standing outside. I guess I want to freeze to death. But yeah, I don't like doing stuff like that myself just because there's no point. Like we'll have the greenhouse built before the next winter once we go to raiding villages. Normally I'd have one started by now, but with the new spike traps and everything, we just kind of got behind. The spike traps and the fact that we lost all our ingots, or ingots is, I believe that's Jen that likes to remind me the proper way to say that. I just pronounce it the way it's spelled. That's how I go about it. Alright, so we've got some of these made up now. We can go ahead. Let's go ahead and get us some light in this building. Let's see here. Do placeables, furniture. And we'll grab a pot torch or light or whatever it's called. Let's see, we'll make like 2 or 3 of these. I don't like being in the darkness. And the cool thing about these, you can put them on top of your chest too. But I'm sick of working in the dark in here, so we're gonna get some light going. And as you can see, we've gone ahead and gotten some weapon. Well, you can't see anything. We'll fix the lighting situation in just a moment. Let's get some plant fibers together. Let's see, are these done yet? Nope. So once you get all your materials on there, you just press E. It activates it. And that's, like I said, that's just 5 fragments and 10 plant fibers to build these out. And they put off a really nice light. It's a nice little ambient light. I like the lanterns too. The lanterns look really great. If you see my church build on my main save, there's like a crossbait on there that's made out of lanterns alone, and it looks really, really nice. If these ceilings, like I said, though, if these ceilings are bothering you, now that we can see, if you go into your build menu, you can take like these wooden flats and these wooden flat roof corners, and you can actually stack multiple of these square pieces on each other. So like you see how this one's boxed in? If you wanted to, you can set these here and rotate them to make them look all the same. Or we should be able to build with these flat roof pieces. So if you wanted, you can just close it all in with flats. And that works in here because of the way we build. Because you cannot put these flat roof pieces, as you look right here, they won't go on these. So on these on the slanted roof pieces, and on I believe on the corners as well, you can't place these. You can only place them on the square pieces. So here you can actually make a fully enclosed room that all looks the same and even, which we might do that eventually. Like once we get power and we start hanging lights and I want everything to look the same, we might do that. Because you can't upgrade these other roof pieces, but these flat ones you can upgrade to the concrete iron look by using cement. Alright, we should have some more fragments now, so let's get some more light on this situation. Well, actually, let's grab see if we have any more stone. And remember, to do this, just hold down that Alt button and do a right click, and it'll move everything. It does not work on stacks, though. And see, now we're overheating because the winter passed. See, we need to grab some more plant fiber. And light it up. So you see, nice little home. Looks nice in here. I mean, he did a great job on the lighting, in my opinion, for the firelights and stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you saw me down here working on this part, and like I said, once the blizzard's gone, everything should be fine. We're at -2 or -10.2 degrees Celsius now, so we should be good. So like I said, down here, that's why I was wanting to add the light so you can actually see. But and the light does bleed through pretty well on the flooring usually, so it shouldn't be completely dark out here anymore. And like I said, we could always smash this wall right here because it's not doing anything anymore. And that one torch will just keep floating, so that would give us light too. But yeah, so all I did out here, if anybody's wondering, like, oh, how'd you get those foundation pieces flat? And they're like right next to this foundation piece. Well, the trick to that, like I said, oops, sorry about that, guys. I didn't mute my phone today, but you just take a foundation and you just pick a spot, start with it, and you just work towards the other foundations. So like, see, this one's green here, so what we would do is we place it there, and then we just work our way over to that foundation. And once you get, the cool thing about that is, once you get close to something, you can actually choose what size you want to build it at. So see that right here, like if we got some stuff out of the way, we could actually build this one. But so you see it, you can snap to that one, or you can snap to the lower one. But it just takes a lot of deleting and re-adding until you get the spacing perfect. So what you'd want to do is like build one here, and then try to place one there, then build one here, then try to place one there, and keep rinsing and repeating. And that's why I have this one right here that you can see. Like, it is as flush to that as you can get. But again, we will never be able to match, one, because the foundation height here is not standard, but two, we'll never be able to match this wall to another wall piece because it's not perfect. But still, we won't be able to build up and match to this. You'd have to have started down here first. Just to give out some good quick tidbits on building. So let's go ahead and delete this out. We don't need that. See if I wonder if we have any coal yet. Yeah, okay, so on your extractors, so you get your one specialty type of ore, you get stone, and then you can get coal. And that's all the things you can find on your mineral extractors unless you're getting iron. So now that we have that one piece of coal, we're actually going to turn this off. And then I need to check my inventory really quick. Let's go ahead and see if we can carry all this. Let's store this for now. Let me see. I guess we can go ahead and cook us up some more fragments while we're here, because we do need some iron. But we're about to take care of the iron situation immediately, because we don't really have much need for more copper. The little bit we have should be enough to make any screws for any new stuff that we need. If not, we'll handle that once we get the next extractor built. So that's cooking. Let's go ahead and store our iron fragments. We'll store our fiber. And let's grab one biofuel to take with us. Where did I hide you? Alright. So now that we're back down here. Alright, so you see this, where this is at, it's pretty much missing 25%. We're going to drop this fuel in there. And you might be wondering, well, why'd you turn that off? Weren't you getting ore? Isn't it doing what you wanted? Well, it is doing what I want, but... Sorry, I'm looking for a rock now. I should have just kept stuff in there. Let's see. Rock. Where... If I was a rock, where would I hide? Okay, I guess we're just going to grab a rock from upstairs. Alright, I need a stone. Give me a stone. Because I'm trying to show you there's something really quick with these. So what's cool about these mineral extractors, see if it'll let me put it back. So you can put stuff back in here. Alright, so I'm after iron. Alright, because the more iron we have, the more of these we can build. The more of these you have, the faster everything goes. So what we're going to do with this is take this, we're going to press N as in November, just like you'd move a chest, and we're going to take this and we're going to place it over here. Let me see. I don't know. This should get us iron right here. It should just be, it's hard to tell in winter, but it should just be far enough off the edge. We won't know for sure until we power it on. But what I wanted to point out here is we just moved it, right? We moved it with stuff in it, just like a chest would be moved, and it kept all of its fuel. So, but you need to make sure it's turned off and then back on, or it might keep pulling copper ore. There was a glitch like that where if you didn't turn it off and moved it, it would keep getting what it was getting. So with this going, we should start seeing stone, clay, iron fragments, and iron ore get in here. And that will get us, we just let that run, and you let it run through that one load of fuel, and that should build us one more extractor. And guys, with that, you should be set up, and we will be ready to start hitting villages now. Usually what I like to do is get one extractor of each type at least laid out. So I like to get, like, you know, at this build site, you just need one here for copper, one here for cobalt, and one here for aluminum. I like to get one of those each started, plus one iron one here, so 4 mineral extractors running. And once those are filled up, I then run out, raid a village, come back, empty them, refill them, you know, drop my inventory of stuff I just got, go right into the village, come back, rinse, repeat, and then come back. And then by then you should have enough ore and stuff built up, you can actually start building all the advanced stuff. And that is the down and dirty, guys, to get started. So like I said, on the next episode, wintertime should be past, because we're currently sitting on day 14, February winter. So this will probably be the last day of winter. So we'll probably get one more freeze tonight. And then, yeah, we should be breaking into spring. Let's see what we heard. We need proteins. But we should be breaking into spring. If your ponds don't unfreeze, if your ponds and rivers and stuff stay frozen, and it's spring, summertime, all you got to do is sleep in your bed one time, and it'll reset that, and it'll unfreeze, in case you're trying to get fish for fish oil lanterns and stuff like that. If not, you can always save and just exit the game, and that stuff will unfreeze then as well. And I'm trying to think of anything else we can go over really quickly. Like I said, I'm going to build out these floorings just because I'm going to put my greenhouse on this. I like the way it looks better than having grass and stuff come through it, because you can put your greenhouse on foundations and on flat ceiling pieces. Your greenhouse can pretty much sit on anything. And then, let me see. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'm going to leave dirt here. And I do plan to double up on the spike traps, because if you didn't catch the last video, they have a 20% chance of breaking, and we don't want them to break. Like a Vambi can just attack it, and then 20% chance they'll break it when they hit it. So I figured 2 rows. We might go 3. 3 rows should be good. I mean, 5 rows would be perfect, because 5 rows is a 100% chance they won't get through all 5. If you do the crunch the numbers on that, 5 times 20 is 100. So yeah, that'll completely reduce the chances, because eventually we're gonna get hit by the swarm, and we're gonna have to see how these defensive pieces do. And you gotta think about it, the swarm, there's 15 of them, so they're gonna come through here and try to rip this place to pieces. So we'll get there when we get there. And yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. Like I said, shout out to Jen for asking the questions. I'll provide you with all the answers I can, and then try to show it to you. in the best way I can. I know turning off the foliage is kind of like a cheap way of doing it, but you know, it is what it is. It's better than dying, because then you lose 5 hit points. Well, eventually we'll get to where I show you how to get 200 stamina and how to get your health back up to max. Let's go ahead and eat as a cucumber, because we did take some damage from the freeze. But like I said, by the next video it'll be spring. We'll build out this little bedroom type area, which we're just trying to add a different look. The interior walls look different than the exterior walls. And, you know, like I said, before you go raiding, make sure you've got your weapons rack built out. I mean, we can move one of these over there if you want to see what I'm talking about. Put it right here for now. So you see, right now, these are built out of storage. So you just go to placeable storage, and it is the weapon rack. It says weapon rack, but you can put tools. As you see, we've got the pickaxe here, stone hammer here. You can hold 5 items each. You can mix, match, put whatever you want on there. Here I've got 3 maxed out, 3 brand new spears, 2 brand new bows. I like to keep extras of everything. Eventually I'll get a chest full of arrows. Probably won't fill it full of arrows, but I'll get like 40 or 50 bone arrows built up once we get to that point, just to have extra of those, because eventually you will make missed shots, you'll lose them, you know, whatever. Vambies will fall through the graphics here and there, and you'll just have to adjust and overcome. But as you see, our little cabin's coming along quite nicely. It's looking pretty good. We're gonna get some more lighting out here eventually, once I melt some more fragments, because I want a torch on like every corner. I'd like to get some lights rigged up down here in some kind of fancy way or another, so we can see at night. But besides that, I mean, our base should be pretty strong, pretty safe. We're gonna do some stuff with these spike traps. I think I'm just gonna leave these open on this side. I don't think I'm gonna put a gate there. I think we're just gonna put a gate on the back. Gates get kind of annoying to have to repair all the time and open and close. I'd rather just like walk through the spikes, because I don't think the Vambies are going to be able to navigate, because I'm keeping the gaps pretty tight. I don't think they're going to be able to navigate through there. So we're going to take advantage of that for as long as we can. And don't quote me on that. I could be completely wrong. They might just come flying right through there and come right at us. But usually what I do, as you saw with the wolf, I just jump on top of the fencing. And obviously I can't land it right now. But yeah, I just jump up here and I fight from here. And if we want to, we can actually extend these foundations out, build a wall piece here, and then off that wall piece we could build a flat ceiling piece, and then that would give us like a parapet to stand on to fight. And then they'll try to get to us, and they'll just hit the spikes every time. But anyways, guys, like I said, as always, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you have questions, comments, ideas, anything that I can help you with, anything you're interested in, want to see, want implemented, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to give it a go. And I hope you guys have a great day.